Oh, fuck. Zero.
Sunshine. Sunshine, baby. Sunshine. My sunshine. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. I love the way how your beauty shine, so pure and so divine. Love the way how your beauty shine. She touch my body, say they get fingers. She want my number, so I give her finger. She in love because I'm a singer. A snap because I'm a ranger. I'm a preacher. Pull on your clothes, let me drive you around town. If you need it, I know how to put it down. I'm a pro, yeah, I'm a pro. You must tie your seat while you rolling with the bus. I wanna spend it, be there, they're killing me. Wherever feeling, they feeling you. When you get them out, you can enjoy the time the way you want. You really wanna touch the ceiling. Now hold my hand, cause I'm willing. You really wanna touch the ceiling. Now hold my hand, cause I'm willing. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. I love the way how your beauty shine, so pure and so divine. Love the way how your beauty shine.
Oh, fuck. Zero. Wherever Jamoski shine it, tell a canna or Chago off on her face or he not get no dust. I just spending and spending, she have the money and carrying the Juno Georgie, she call it by the front seat. Furu, you not sure, Jella Kuru. And the man was see her face, the way I huru. I put you killing me, tell her ding. Hold your peace, okay, I put when you ring.
My sweetheart. Anywhere I go, you will always be my sweetheart. If you really wanna touch the ceiling, hold my hand, cause I'm willing. If you really wanna touch the ceiling, hold my hand, cause I'm willing. Only your body can make my temperature to rise. 6'4" when I throw the dice. You know my whip went in your eyes. Must I get me not sleeping? Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. Monrovia girl. I love the way how your beauty shine, so pure and so divine. Love the way how your beauty shine. Love the way how your beauty shine, so bright, so divine. Love the way your beauty shine. Whoa.
You already know it's like sweets.
How do you made it?
Baby, sexy and back, suck it. Look at her front, tuck it. Look at her back, tuck it. Look at her side, slap her. When you see Buju, know that. Did you see Buju and holla? Did you see Buju and run away? Run. Baby, making some US. Whoa. That girl carrying some US. Whoa. Wanna sexy, come with now. Sexy mama, yeah, yo. Laga, leave it so. Look at you, look at you, na. Oh, back on the chest on the play on the downstairs. On yeah, you go get with colors, and I will get with colors. You are respect, capital A, capital B. You are respect, why you in the money, child? You are respect, you carry 10 or 10. You are respect, 10 or 10. Now who can pop on now, baby? Let it try it now, baby. Now who won't compete now, baby? Let it try it now, baby. Look at her back. at her front, rock it. Look at her waist, rock it. Look at her hips, baby, pam pam, atoma, rock it. Indaya oh, rock it. Indaya oh, rock it. Indaya oh. Someday she let go be in G. Someday she let go be in dress. Someday she let go be in dress. Red, white and blue, red, white and blue. International beauty, international body, international baby, international business. They get too expensive, they're more too attractive, they're more too productive. You are respect, capital A, capital B. You are respect, why you in the money, child? You are respect, carry them all over. You are respect, them all over. Now who can pop on now, baby? Let it try it now, baby. Now who won't challenge now, baby? Let it try it now, baby. Rock it, look at her back, rock it, look at her front, rock it, look at her waist, rock it, look at her hips, baby, pam pam, atoma, rock it, indaya oh, rock it, indaya oh, rock it, indaya oh, rock it. Man, you are beautiful, show your beauty, so true, you are beautiful, oh, baby, you tell it, show your beauty, man, you are beautiful, oh, Chicky Bear, Freddie Barron. You're a beat I sing too much.
J&B Records.
It's your bonaro, that it work out. That on a money wreck out, that it still work out. One on a money black out, yo yeah before, yo yeah, that it work out. That on a money wreck out, that it still work out. One on a money black out, we not here for it, we got baby a dream. It's time for us to put hands together, move our country forward. Let's stop the haste, focus on our country. Preaching fake messages, and I go for us. Let us stop the money, yeah. Well, I la Liberia, overseas. You paint your country black, you feel style on social media. You are welcome. No need no pain. On a money blackout. You gotta stop it. All the hate messages you preaching, you're not doing it to the blackout. You're doing it to the people, the poor people. The people you claim to love, the people you want to rule. That it work out, that on a money wreck out, that it still work out. One on a money blackout, yo yeah before, yo yeah, that it work out, that on a money wreck out, that it still work out. One on a money blackout, we not here for it, we got baby a dream. Work out making us hating one another, encouraging us to spoil our country need. So we should go and demonstrate. You will be there, demonstrating, yeah. Let me ask you, work out. When we spoil our country, who will help us fix it? It's say no, work out, say no. When you bring out a hand, who will help us settle it? It's say no, work out, say no. Taking shock out of gain power. We not yet for that kind of flower. Work out, get black out the chance. We are one. We are one. Get president, we are the chance. We are one. We are one. Can't you see? He's very rose. We are one. We are one. He's building hospital for all of us. We are one. We are one. Take a look at the estates he's building. We are one. We are one. Say nothing, we get you Mediterranean hospital. We are one. We are one. Say nothing, We just in new market.
We are one. We are one.
Build new head office for the people of Monrovia.
We are one. We are one.
Send our doctors and students abroad for the fun study.
We are one. We are one.
Provide scholarship for LU and pay one fee.
We are one. We are one.
So what thing you must do in 2 years to please you work out? Not get out to see. You say we should go and demonstrate. You will be there. Demonstrate, yeah. Let me ask you work out. When we spoil our country, who will help us face it? They say no, work out, say no. When you bring out a handler, who will help us settle it? They say no, work out, say no. Taking shock out to gain power. We not yet for that kind of flower. Work out, get black out, a chance. That it work out. That on money work out. That it still work out. One on money black out. Yo, yeah, before. Yo, yeah. That it work out. That on money work out. That it still work out. One on money black out. We not here for it. We got pay their dream. It's your bonaro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Doug aside for the Esoteric and my co-host Porleah. Let me do a sound check here. So before we bring our guest on here for you, make sure my sound is good. Give me a second, please. It's kind of delaying to play on this side. Okay, I think my sound should be great. Hopefully you are good on your sound on your side. So today my special guest on the platform is the Port Director of Sinoe County, Alex Noah. And so we're going to be having a fascinating discussion today. You know, he is a wonderful guy. He appeared here before and we had a scintillating discussion. So today, after a couple of months, the director is back here with us to continue with our discussion, to know the plight of the Port of Greenville, the people of Sinoe County, how the politics of Sinoe County are affecting the people, especially the midterm elections that are coming out in Sinoe County, how things are going in the county. So we have a packed agenda today. And before I bring my guest on here, I want to play this new song here. It's a special song that was made for the manager. So let's listen to that, and we will bring the man on for you.
You tell it, Jimbo. The good grandchild, the man who will qualify. Alice is qualified for the work he's doing. My job, son, no, but my job is done. One is qualified for the work he's doing. My job, son, no, but my job. President, we are no hard to a point. The gentlemen may say we are pregnant. The Alice who are talking about the men to pray. Alice who is time to have. But who back when you know how to wear? It's already about taking the first step. Alice, we take you home. Alice is qualified for the work he's doing. My job, son, no, but my job is done. One is qualified for the work he's doing. My job, son, no, but my job. Alice is qualified for the work he's doing. My job, son, no, put my job is done. One is qualified for the work he's doing. My job, son, no, put my job. Mr. Noah, continue your good work. Come out the work out and slow down your work. I want to see protein, you want to see this. Mr. Mr. Noah, continue your good work. Come on, they work out and slow down your working. I want to see good things, I want to see forward. They will try, but they lie. You working hard, Mr. Noah. Renovate the head office of Sinoe. 2 employees, nothing but 47, 43 contractors. People working, Mr. Noah working, working, working. Son of West, I be your first. That's our motto in working. Open photo for Sinoe. Together as one, Sinoe will be more than what it is. At least it's qualified for the work it's doing.
Sinoe manager.
One is qualified for the work it's doing. At least it's qualified for the work it's doing. Sinoe manager. One is qualified for the work it's doing.
Sinoe manager.
We are saying you. Your time is thank you. Mr. Noah.
Share with your friends. Share with your friends, guys. It will be a beautiful show today.
Thank you. Honorable Clayton said, thank you. To our workers, keep your focus. People are some not content. Don't be distracted. Honorable Matizata said, thank you. Honorable Chris Quater said, keep your thank you. Mr. Noah, keep your focus. Alice Noah, don't be distracted. You try you more. Keep your focus. But put your great shot. Don't be distracted. The man who are qualified. Keep your focus. And your bonaro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it there for you. The Pope manager, they say he's overqualified. And so we're going to be testing that shortly. Mr. Manager, welcome to the platform.
Thank you, that is my opportunity. Thank you for affording me the opportunity. It's my pleasure to be on your show after maybe 9 to 8 months when we first appear on your show. But I think it is based on the ups and downs in our own operations. And I think you have a fast growing studio. I enjoy your background, and I think your show is getting more famous in our community, in Liberia, our various communities. And I think you are doing a great job. Thank you that you have a co-host, so it can be only dark thing. At least you have somebody now added. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem, no problem. Welcome aboard again. Porleah, welcome aboard.
Thank you, thank you. Hi, guys.
Hi, Porleah.
Hello,
thank
Mr.
you for
Port
coming
Director.
on. Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure being on your show. And thank you for being generous sensitive, Dad.
No problem. You know, I'm pro females. You know, I think Liberia, for too long we have been having men-dominated society. You know, I think the females' participation is very, very important. All right. So, Mr. Manager, yes, the do here, Porleah.
Yes, I see.
Go ahead.
No,
Hello?
I've seen some level of equilibrium on your show, and I think, yeah, Doc, you getting me?
Yeah, you are clear.
I said there are some level of equilibrium on your show, and I think all of talk show hosts should even emulate that from you.
Thank you.
That's a fine teaming up.
Thank you. All right, so yes, the game plan, Mr. Manager, for discussion today. What I'm going to do here quickly, Porleah, what we don't want to do, we have the manager here, but I just want us to just do a shout out to a few people, including the manager himself, his daughter, birthday. So I will give the manager the opportunity to do a shout out to his daughter and few people that I also wanted to do a shout out to. All right, so let's respect our guests. And the manager, are you there? Are you there?
I'm here, Dad. I'm here.
All right,
I'm
so
here.
we want to start. We want to start with birthday greetings here. So I want to give the opportunity to do a shout out to your daughter. Your daughter quickly, and
Thank
then
you.
we
Thank you, Dad.
yeah.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for your two lovely kids for the birthday song being sung for Alice. I think this afternoon I got a call from one of your kids, and then they were singing it for Alice's father to listen. Ali turned yesterday, she turned 10th, and I think it's a great start as a young man to have a daughter, beautiful daughter like Alice. And I think I expecting 8 years, 9 years from now on to start getting some visitors too who will come like they come and visit Alice's father. But I'm happy that for this type of opportunity to be able to send a shout out to Alice, baby Alice Noah, Alice Noah daughter. And I think Madam Ruth Dennis Noah is watching. And all of us parents for our daughter, we are happy. And thank God to you and your co-host for the opportunity afforded us to be able to send shout out to our daughter. I appreciate it ever so much. I'm grateful. I cannot describe your gesture with words.
Thank you, thank you. Porleah, you want to supplement that?
I just want to say happy birthday, beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. Happy birthday, princess. And we wish you many, many more healthy years.
All right. So, in addition to that, also as a friend and brother to Alice, the poor manager, I'd like to also use the opportunity to say happy, joyous birthday to our daughter. Who wish you many more. My kids, they are all excited. They can't wait to go there. They've been doing preparing birthday packages this morning for her. Letters, actually, they've been writing letters and stuff like that. So we'll be there after the show to celebrate with the little girl. All right, now the next person here I wanted to do a shout out to before we start our show, Mr. Manager, please, if you don't mind.
No problem.
I also want to put this young man here. He's in Liberia. That's Chris Bob. Chris Bob is the president of the Sapo Youth in Liberia. He's also my friend on Facebook. So I just like to do a shout out to Chris. Chris, happy birthday to you and wish you many more. If somebody wants to add, or you can go ahead.
No, all right,
let's get to the next person here. Okay, Porleah, you know that gentleman, right?
Put on my glasses. Oh, okay, that's my own bro. Yeah, happy the man with the encyclopedia. Happy birthday, bro. Calvin, Levi, Madison. Happy birthday, and I wish you many, many more years to come.
All right, so yeah, that's true, Porleah. He's called the heir to the British throne of encyclopedia knowledge, Levi. I don't want to criticize the man and say, why not the heir to the British throne or to the Liberian throne of encyclopedia knowledge instead of British? He's not a British man. But Levi is my good friend, should I say acquaintance. So Levi, we want to use this time to say happy belated birthday to you, and we wish you many more. Okay, let's get to the next person here. Porleah, you know that lady?
I know her, but I just the name don't come to mind now. But I know her from Grand Chile Association.
That's Vera Okai.
Okay, Vera, happy birthday, beautiful.
Yeah, Vera is also my friend on Facebook. She was also the former president of, I think, Moses P. Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just want to do a shout out to her. Mrs. Okan, we wish you many more years. Porleah, I think you will know this other person too. I think I should have started in that order, but I think you know this person very well.
I sure do. Oh my goodness, that's my own love. That's my love there. My baby girl. She celebrated her birthday actually on Monday. I believe Monday was the 5th. Yeah, that was her birthday. So happy birthday, Porleah Dylan cried. I was blowing her cake at her 17th birthday. And then I know the week is coming. I'm blessed. In October, I was blessed. So my son' birthday is going to be this Thursday coming. So I just want to wish him a happy pre-birthday as well. Little David Emmanuel cry. So.
All right, excellent. So our daughter, happy birthday to you. And I think, Mamina, our last show, we acknowledge your birthday. And so we wish you many more. Let's see here. One last two person here. And then we'll get it going. Yeah, this is my cousin. Her name is CJ City. She's in Minnesota. My uncle, he was on the platform one time, Porleah calling Reverend City. So that's Reverend City's daughter. So CJ, I want to say happy pre-birthday. I think pretty soon it'll be your birthday, but I saw the notification. So the celebration actually. So CJ, we want to say happy birthday to you. And then the last person here is Ezekiel Solo. I think Alex knows Ezekiel.
Sure.
So Ezekiel, we wish you many more years. Happy birthday from the voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. And enjoy your big day as well. Okay, those are the people that I have for shout out. And also, Honorable Manager, thanks for your indulgence. And now I think we can start our show. How is Liberia, sir?
Relatively, Liberia is kind. Thank God for His profuse blessing towards mankind. But I think, every country there will be issue. But I think when there is light, there is hope. But there are issues.
Okay, so do you want to give us the nature of the issues that you are talking about, sir?
No, when I said there are issues or dark every day, that's why you in America, you're monitoring what is happening in Liberia. Even America as a developed country, everything is not bread and butter, everything is not rosy there. So I'm just saying, there are issues. I mean, here much we live as human, there will always be issues. So I'm just saying, I mean, all the overall, thank God for civility in the country, thank God for our lives. And we are making progress as a country and people.
Okay. So my usual question too here that normally ask people, especially for Sinoe, normally ask, how is Sinoe County?
Sinoe is okay. As you may know, Sinoe is one of the convoluted counties. Sinoe is one of the convoluted counties politically. As you may know, almost everybody from Sinoe, they are people who are knowledgeable. So you find a complication in terms of many political issues. But comparatively and relatively, Sinoe is kind. Our people are doing well, unless the political heat that is officially open today from the NECN for the two by-elections, let's say the midterm and the representative by-elections in District 2. But so far, so good. Our people are doing good health-wise. And they are all monitoring, or most of them are monitoring to know that there are issues politically. But those issues, they are just meant for political games and political points being scored. They are not major as people may think that we have the proclivity to undermine our own stability as people. So I think we are good.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Porleah, here's the game plan here. I have a little agenda here that I want to share, and then as we go along, we'll do some follow up on what the manager will say. So let me see here. So I will be the first one that I want to talk about here, Mr. Noah. I call that exploring the achievements of Director Noah. All right, that's something we'll be talking about. Next to that, we'll also be talking about the economic impact of the port. And then also followed by that, I want you to also give a perspective on the general economic outlook of the county. All right, and followed by that, we have this. Let's see here. challenges facing the port and assistance needed, if any. All right, and that's something we want to talk about as well. Porleah, I want you to read out the next bullet point, please.
Okay, Senator Milton Tiage's campaign to remove Mr. Noah from the port.
All right, so Mr. The manager will explain on that or expand on that. Read the next one, please.
Doc,
The relationship
Doc, are you
between
getting me?
Mr.
Yeah,
Noah.
I'm hearing you.
So I guess
Doc,
Mr. Noah is also
I'm
going to tell
sorry.
us
There's
his
a call that came
relationship.
in, and the volume is very low from my end. Are you getting me?
Yeah, so log off and come back on, please.
Okay.
So and next, the port manager will be explaining the relationship between him and the resident of Greenville.
Right. Okay. And then while we are waiting, also the manager spoke of politics in the county, and so we'll be talking about the political health of Sinoe as the December 8th midterm election fast approaches. And then the next thing, Porleah, here that we'll be talking about, you can read that one as well.
Okay, so there are allegations about sapolization of the port. I didn't hear that term before, sapolization, but I guess we'll find out what that means.
Doc, I'm okay now.
Yeah, you're audible. That's fine. Yeah, so
okay, if I got you clearly, you are asking about my relationship with Senator Tiaje.
Yeah, we'll talk about we are going through the bullet points, things that we'll be talking about.
Okay, I have a relationship. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right, so the next one, I think Porleah just read the allegation about the sapolization of the port. That's something you're going to be talking about as well. And then Porleah, the last one there, let's see here for us. Hopefully I'm not skipping. All right, I think I got that twice. All right, so that's it. So that's the last one, Porleah. So let's get to the top of the agenda. The first one, Mr. Manager, that I want us to start with. Let's start with this one right here. Let's explore your achievements so far as director. How long have you been serving as director for the port?
Approximately 1 year. That's a 2 year, 6 months. 2 years, 6 months, 7 months between there. But officially, I took over 2018 April. So if you do the tabulation and calculation by now, you will know the exact time. But for the sake of the audience, between 2 years, 7 months.
Great. So, Porleah, this time we're asking the manager to expand on things that he has done so far for the length of time he just indicated. So, Mr. Manager, would you mind to give a perspective of things that you have done thus far?
Yeah, sure, Doug, no problem. And thank you, like I said from the intro, thank you for the opportunity for the second time since the past 9 to 10 months when I appear on your show. Doug, like I said, I took over 2018 April officially as port manager. When I took over the port of Greenville, there were many issues. And those issues are competing issues not only for Greenville Port, or they were not only unique to Greenville Port, but they were issues around the 4 ports in our country. And then given that our activities as MPA, the operations, every port is being managed and controlled by Monrovia Port, headed by the MD, which is the managing director, and that's why you have port directors in various posts. And we took over in 2018. When we took over that, you know, every leadership, there are staff, every leader has their own way of running their institution. When I took over first, what I did was to be able to unite our people, you know, there were a whole lot of issues with workers not speaking to each other, people having issues with other people, former managers were having their own people, other people were dissatisfied and all of that. So when I took over first, what I intended and I achieved in was to get our people together, the employees together. So we had almost 2 weeks in having meetings from department to make sure individual department plies are proffered to us as new management. And then after that, we have a general meeting that even brought people who were not speaking. They spoke on that day. So first, our first achievement when we took over as a leader there was to reconcile the employee in the port. And when we took over, actually, we met about 60 employees in the port of Greenville. Not employee, contractors with two employees. There are differences between the 3 different groups that we have in the port. We have the casual labor. The casual labor are those people who are daily hire, and then we have the permanent contractors. Those are people who are semi-employment, but they don't have the 25-year job tenure. Then you have the employee. Those employees are people with 25-year tenure and other job-related benefits from the MPA's employment or TOR. So yes, when we took over that, we succeeded first in reconciling all of the members or employee of the poor or the contractor, whether casual labor, everybody. We did that. Second, when we took over that, practically if you were a hunter, you could hunt in the port of Greenville. Mind you, everything about the port, the port is situated on a 625 acre, that which is a huge land in terms of the land or space. So you don't have machines and other things cleaning the port. You have human beings using their hands to be able to brush the port. So when we took over first, given that to have a smooth working relationship and an enabling environment for our employee, we intended to take over the sanitation part of the port, where we took almost 2 months to be able to clean the port. And that was very, 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 very serious on our agenda. If I say while they were cleaning the port, that one time we were lucky, we can even one pocket pan, just to tell you how bushy the port was. But I'm not blaming anybody. Like I said, every leader has their own or her own style. So there are key things that I wanted to have seen in place in the first 90 days of my stay in office. So we succeeded in cleaning the port. That which now, if you enter the port of Greenville, we did not just do it as something that we just wanted to see in a few days. It's continuing process right now as we speak. We have the department called the Sanitation and Poverty Department. They are responsible for cleaning. And then we gave them the necessary support. That when I took over, those people were not even getting rest. There a survey that informed me that to accelerate cleaning the port, those people needed to have had some meal at a certain point of the day. So when I did that surveys in 6 months, that as manager, I took over and I supported the whole process by giving 2 bags of rice with 1,500 every month. That which at least by 12, those people will leave their work and go and get something to eat. So it motivated them. It accelerated the work in terms of those areas that they can cover, the part of the port they can cover. And then we proceeded from there. After that assessment, I wrote an MPA that this is what I've observed. If we do X, Y, Z in terms of supporting these people, they will make sure that the port is good for our own being here. So yeah, today, the sanitation department, people from the port, they getting rest. Everybody from the port getting rest that to make sure that we do our work. That was our second achievement. The third achievement, when you own the pier, the pier is where they share breath or where they share park for the common people. When you own the pier, they gather people who can be doing what we call tallying or putting the documents together to know how many loads going in a vessel. Those people, When I took over the poll, we had one continuum there where those people used to be. And you know, under normal circumstances, how continuum can be heated up. I look at it in this modern day and age. It's now a good thing for our people to go through that type of adversity. So when I went there, I instructed the operation department with my own physical appearance beyond them, and we erected 2 modern booths. Today, if you are on a pier and it is raining, you care less because you have the same opportunity. You have the same opportunity that I have in your office when it is raining. So today, the pier or the area the shake and breath we call the pier, it can boast of 2 modern booths situated right there at the port of Greenville. That was another achievement. That when we took over, when they say the port city of Greenville, first, why it does, it tells people that Sinoe is being blessed with having
Porleah, there's I think technical issue from his end there, I think.
All right, look, he's frozen now.
Yeah, I'll remove him. You want to come back again? All right. So that's so ladies and gentlemen, as you get on, please share with your friends. We are having a conversation with the port manager of Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. His name is Alex Sonibor Noah. All right, he is back. Let me bring him back on. Let's see. He's still frozen. So I will take him off. Yeah, he's gonna come back. Okay. All right. So the manager will be with us shortly. But Porleah, while we're waiting for the manager, what's going on? What's up? How's Delaware?
That was good. Everything's all right. I just been working out this morning and getting some exercise in.
Okay. Okay.
And here we are. I really don't have any plans for the rest of the day though. So
Yeah, your energy is sort of low today, though. What's up?
really,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just listening. There
Or
really no plan.
the work hour it reduces your energy.
Well, after putting all that any work in, it's like I have to, I guess, regroup or
Re-energize. Okay.
re-energize and then.
Okay. Okay.
For now we're good.
Okay. Okay.
What have you been up to? What's up in Philly?
I'm still confined to the house. I'm here with the kids. Mommy is not here right now. So I got her this morning. I'm the best chef in the house. Prepared a nice breakfast and stuff like that for the kids. Yeah, try to get them ready for the day, stuff like that. Do the shower and stuff, So right now they are just relaxing. They're all set for the day. Later on, we'll be going to Alice's house for his daughter's birthdays. Little get together. I know they can't wait to get in. So that's a game plan for the day.
Sounds good.
All right, so Porleah, it looks that the manager is away for now, but when he gets back, we'll continue. But as a platform, we also have a backup plan. Instead of just waiting for the manager or if the guest has issues. So I want us to reflect on the U.S. Vice presidential debate. I think you watched that debate.
I did.
Yeah, so let me get a take on that. I will give mine to you.
Well, quite frankly, overall, I think it was a better debate than the presidential debate. Meaning the style, the way they express themselves, it was a lot better. I will, for me, I was rooting for Kamala Harris. Let me just put it out there. So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this government. So, even though I think that she did good, she did okay, but I would have wanted her to push more, especially on the the current climate we are in when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to the coronavirus, and Mike Pence being the task force head person, and he's the one heading this task force on coronavirus, and he has failed miserably. And it just irritates me when they say, "Oh, we're doing great, we're doing great." It could have been millions of people. Well, we are the worst in the whole world. We got the most deaths, so we're looking at it by that. So I thought she should have pushed on, even though both of them yeah, I thought she should have pushed on him, pound on him on that, like repeatedly, like at least 2-3 times more than she did. So that part, I felt that she could have done more. And even though the both of them, I thought Dash question, Kamala, she did Dash one question that I can, remember. But I think Mike Pence dashed a lot of questions, and it was a lot for me. Frankly, he was just repeating. It was just regurgitating the White House talking point for me, for Mike Pence. It's not like he was answering any questions. He was just reciting wherever they've been saying, and it was nothing new. So,
well, you don't think the same thing with Kamala. That's the same, but Democratic talking points she were pushing too, though, and that's why she segued from a lot of some of the questions that she should answer, especially when it comes to court parking and all of that. She didn't answer that question. Even the vice president was pressing him or her on that, and she didn't answer that question.
Yeah, and I think both of them didn't answer the question where, I thought Kamala answered this question indirectly when she asked them if any of them had a conversation with the president, if Mike Pence and Donald Trump have had a conversation about in an event where Donald is not able to continue as president, like have they had that conversation about maybe him taking over in the case something like that would happen? He didn't answer that. When they asked Kamala, she didn't answer it directly to say yes, she and Joe Biden had a conversation, but then she just pointed out her history, her background, everything she's done so far, into the courts, into politics. So that I just indirectly, she was trying to tell us that if I've done all this, I'm capable of taking over. But the both of them didn't really say if they had a conversation with their the top of the tickets. So
yeah, so but for me, yes, my take on the debate. I don't know whether you saw my article. I did an analysis of the debate. The first thing, instead of just looking at the two contenders, they look at the moderator, for example, Susan Page. I think she moderated the debate, and I thought she did great. Yeah, she did great. She established the rules for the debate, and she pressed the candidates to stick, even though they violated a little bit. Pence was actually, he went overboard a couple of times. And, yeah, Kamala did the same thing, but minimally. So, but I think relatively she did great compared to the presidential debate, even though Wallace were under pressure, given that to have the world leader in front of you, it's tough and he's not listening. But I think Paige, she did great. All right, with respect to the candidates, if you look at because my analysis I did, I kind of tried to look at every aspect basically that I saw. And so I look at body language. If you look at body language, I think the president suavity was great. He was relaxed. He was cool. Let's see what I can bring the manager back on here. All right, manager, welcome back. Yes, sir.
Sorry, our lines are intricate sometime here, so I just did some adjustment.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem with the pro poll. You guys have to work on that pro poll stuff,
Even in America, the other day, I had internet problem for almost 2 hours. So let's leave that part. Let's go to the specificity. So, like I said, so the impact of the port in terms of our people capacity being built was material concern. So immediately under the acting leadership of Senior Coffee Brown, I was able to recommend to her as the acting MD at the time that the port cannot be situated in our county and our people will not be afforded the opportunity to work. So under her stewardship, we took the employee from 2 to 17 persons.
So that again, your line was breaking out a little bit.
Are you getting me, Doug?
Yes.
Am I better?
Yes, you are.
So I said, under the acting leadership of Senior Coffee Brand, before managing director of Bill Twawe could take over, we had a woman called Senior Coffee Brand. Under our leadership at the time, we took the employee from 2 to 17, right? And then we added additional 40 persons as contractors. So in few months, when the managing director, the person managing director took over on our Bill Twawe, he did what we call a random employment for the port. First, when he took over, when he visited the port of Greenville, he said all the females that work in the port, they are all employed. So first thing first, nobody going to attribute the MD gesture to the woman in the port of Greenville to me, pertaining to the question you asked of being the port being Sapo port. So nobody going to attribute that to me. So you have diversity of our people in terms of dialectical connections from all over that are in the port, and the MD said all the women are employed. So first thing first, that was not me as port manager, and that there are limitations of our power. That's why I'm the managing director for Sinoe Port. I'm not the person who employ people. Sometimes we recommend to our managing director, we recommend to our bosses, and then they have that statutory power to do that. Later, the MD again employ 21 additional male. So on that trade to Maryland, in the port of Greenville, the MD employed 31 persons. So 17 plus 31, you will know how many people are employed in the port of Greenville. We have about 47 to 48 persons employed. That's the employment part. The contractor, when we took over, there were 43. We managed, we carried the contractor to 83. Now we say no, our people will not be contractor in their own port. Given the competing priority the government have, there are some financial insolvency that every institution is faced with, but the port is a revenue generating institution that raises its own money. So our people need to be capacitated, and the impact of the port need to be felt in the county. So the MD again is wisdom. Like I said, we added additional 43 persons. So if you do the calculation now, from 43 persons we met in the port when we took over, today you have over 106 persons that we have in the port. Out of the 106 persons, you have 47 or 48 employees in the port. Like I said, the employees are people who get a 25-year job tenure. The contractor, they are permanent employee too, dark, but there are some humiliated dark and get. Sister Clark, will not have that opportunity until she is employed. So that's the difference between the permanent contractor and the employee. So today, the Sinoe people, the port that we met, of 43 persons, we're giving you all day of 106, 105 persons. Now, out of the 106, 105 persons that we have 67 person crew. Sometimes it sounds myopic when I'm the head of the port and I say crew and Sapo, Drepo and this, but for the sake of the audience, we got to do that, or for the clarity's sake, we need to do that. But for me, it's uncool to say hey, because we are all one people. But again, like I said, we are public servant. We need to make sure that the people get a needed update as to how we run the affairs of the various public sectors. So yes, we have 67 persons who are crew. Our people are monitoring from Sinoe. People from the port, they are on a show. Let some of them call in and say that that when we among the 67, they're from diverse area of the county, but they are cool. We have 33 persons who are Sapo people. 33 persons. That's a math I'm giving you. You can do the tabulation later. So you have 16, 17 persons who are different people from different areas. So how can somebody say to you or to us that the poll is a Sapo poll? Could we also say, President, we are appointed a local leadership. Among the local leadership, you only have the labor commissioner and the poll manager who are Sapo people. So could we say the appointment of the president is schoolization too? Let me borrow a word from you. That is not what the president look at. He look at the efforts of those people, and people are being given jobs based on the efforts that they apply during the struggle, and then people are being given jobs based on a specialized area in terms of study. So people got a job meritoriously. People got a job based on the connectivity with the party and how they perform during the election process. So could I say now as poll manager that all the other positions in the country, Mr. President, as other cool people you give it to, I think too, I will be myopic to say that to the president. So I am saying, even if the poll was so cool people, that wish in terms of reflection, it will be bad, but then I think they are Sinoe people. On the reverse, if the poll was so Sapo people, that wish I think it will be bad for the reflection, but they are Sinoe people. But I just try to break it down because sometimes it pains me, sometimes it hurts me with all of the efforts. That since I came to Monrovia last week on our bar road, I'm here making sure that things are done for the people of Sinoe and the port of Greenville. So at the end of the day, when our effort is in futility, then we see it as something that is not worth giving our life for all of the bar roads and other things that we're going through. So to answer your question, the poll is not Sapo poll. I'm on the international platform and I'm saying anybody who have interest to do their own judgment and due diligence to the process, they should be able to contact family members in Sinoe. They should be able to contact people in the port of Greenville to see how our leadership style is being manifested in the lives of our employees. Lastly, that on this question, I am the only Sinoe leader who took over and did not fire anybody. All of the people that I met in the port of Greenville, they are all working. I never took anybody based on personal interest or personal aggrandizement. All of the employees that I met during early time, they are all working. So, but it had to see in our country, first thing first, during my hustle when I was in school and all of that, there are friends that I made. If there are other leaders, they will prioritize those friends and those people that they meet there. In fact, people will start asking for those prerequisite things that could serve an anarchy for somebody being fired or maybe or disengaged from the job. But I did not do that. All of my people that I met in the poll, they are all working, and all that I fought for that is addition in terms of our people getting employed to make sure that we have that leverage as a port and the impact be felt in the lives of our people. And that's what we've been fighting for. But again, in the midst of all of these vicissitudes, there will always be haters, and there will always be people who will want to say it not dark, it should not be me. Say it is not you, it should not be me. That's a correct mentality. And that mentality is the one that keeping Liberia down, and that's the one that keeping most of our counties down. So for me, as young man, first in that, administratively, giving a convolution in leadership to even be able to lead 106 persons, that's not something. That's the first thing first. So there will be diversion, there will be diverse opinion, there will be diverse issues, but in the midst of those issues, we stand tough as the head, and we make sure that civility and stability are maintained in the port of Greenville. And this is why we enjoy the confidence of the president and our managing director. That if it left with some people, the same day I was employed, the next day I could be fired. One reason could be
Mr. Manager, before you segue, I want to see what my co-host and I think the chair lady of Delaware Valley, she has a question for you on what you have said so far. So, Porleah, you have any follow-up questions onto what the manager said so far?
Not at the moment. I mean, he answered the question because I was concerned about the whole circularization thing, but then he answered that before we even got to that topic. So it sounds to me like, for the most part, I know Liberia is small. Sinoe is small. It's a developing place, so we're not far off. But after he's done, my only question would be, what, as far as revenue and how are they generating revenue for the port? That would be the question I was thinking about.
So you're asking me, or you just telling?
No, he wants you to. She wants you to tackle that.
Okay. I will not call number. I will not call number because we have a model of operandi in the MPA. There are certain things I say here. There are certain things I'm not entitled to say. But I know the Port of Greenville is making progress in terms of the revenue generation. But I will not give you number. We have a sequential arrangement. Yes, no, I'm just laying the basis. We have an arrangement in terms of who say what and what they say. So yes, we among the 4 posts I don't inform you about, Greenville Port is a tier in terms of operation. So you have the Monrovia Port, you have the Buchanan Port, and Greenville Port. So the Buchanan Port is a second in terms of performance next to Monrovia Port. And Sinoe Port is a tier inland next to Buchanan Port. So that's how it works. And I can tell you, as son of Sinoe and head of the port, we are making progress in terms of the national envelope of our country.
Okay, so before I bring in the chair lady, Mr. Manager, you used 2 words when you were talking. You used the word meritorious, and then another phrase that you used was people were appointed based on party connectivity. So you are saying based on your relationship to the party, you are employed. But then you use the word meritorious. How is that so? I mean, if something you are
yes, sir. Even your connection with the party can make you to marry a position. So the theme of the 2 words were the same, but the email are one thing. The merit could be educational merit. The merit could be your commitment to the struggle. At the end of the day, you should be rewarded. So I was saying the same thing, but complicating it so that I can give you a chance to ask a question. So yeah, for example, some people went to school and they get a degree, they marry a certain position. There are people who did not go to school, but since 2005, they have helped the party to reach their level. And they have some profession, they have some areas that they study in. Mind you, we have different forms of education. So that person who have struggled with you, I met my wife, married or opportunity for being my wife because she was there when I was struggling. So it is a sin that, and I don't want us to go and regurgitating things that we know that they are on track. So let's go to the substantive. But I think I meant the same thing. You can be suffering for the party since 2005, and then today they won in 2017. You married to get something in a party. At the same time, if you couple with your educational background, you married to get a particular position. So yes, as port manager, when our needs were submitted, the prerequisite to be a port manager first, that person should have a 4th degree. So among those names that I was saying, I was the only person who had a 4th degree. So first I have the leverage and I have the edge. So I marry education on it and I marry a struggle wise. So I just meant the same thing, but I just try to convolute it.
Okay, because so basically what you are saying, if you are qualified academically and you don't struggle with the party, your chances of getting or employed is practically it's not as the same as somebody who struggles with the party. Correct?
don't be behind Joe Biden or Donald Trump, and then by the time they win, are you the first person they will appoint? That go to the real issue.
Okay, let's get the chair lady the opportunity. The chair lady, got something to say to the manager? If so, go ahead. All right, I think she has a technical issue over there. I think, Mr. Manager, that's why you are saying in America we have some technical issues too. That's exactly what's going on right now. All right, so, all right, Mr. Manager. So, I want to get something clear here, though. With the cruelization or the sapolization of the code, the argument, where does it come from? I mean, what precipitated that?
Patrick, sorry, according to you, Patrick, Doc.
Yeah.
Sometimes our locals, meaning the ordinary people on the ground, they are moving normal. Their businesses are going on. They're interacting. Even tonight, we had the opportunity to come and you check the 14 rooms. You will see 5 crew women in 5 sample men rooms. You will see 5 sample girls in 5 crew men room. Our people enjoying themselves, the locals. But occasionally, whenever the politics is approaching in terms of elections, then our people, the politicians bamboozle our people. They fool our people for their personal gain. So what can normally happen after elections? You will see the smiles in the faces of our people. When the election is coming near, those people will say, that person, all along he been here, he did not do the one for you. And if you take me from there, I'm the only person you get when you go for a meeting to see. That's how they just hold our people. So it's from the politician to answer that question. Don't mind me, sorry, I let a little basic before I go to the question strictly. So it is the politician who normally bring those issues that have the propensity to divide our people. And I mean, who benefit? They are the one who benefit from that. And that's why we're telling our people, giving our, and that one of the messages that we're preaching, nobody chose a part of the world they would have gone. It was done to God definitive. So if we know that we did not take part in going to Sinoe, then we got to coexist. We got to make sure that, all of those things that happened during the war and all of that will put them behind us. Now, this is the reason that people always, they say, oh, our people, those people who saying our people, they only want an elected job. By the time they get an elected job, they are ready to put our people at local head. So on a peaceful basis, when election is about to come, you will have the tribal divide, polarization of tribal meetings to make sure that our people's minds are being indoctrinated with the tribal thing. So by the time they come from those meetings, that who used to speak to me, at the end of the day, you have different mindset because as well as the politicians have said something that that don't be friendly with the poor manager, just something like that. So if to end this whole thing, that the politicians have the problem with our people, and sometimes our people accept it because of the gullibility. It may not be the real word, but I'm using it in the real way in terms of the way I see our country. Our people depends on those people to live. They are not creating the every environment for our people to get a job opportunity so that they can even be able to make their own ends meet. So the fact that you stagnate our people in one corner, you want them to say hallelujah to you, you will always get them answering to you because you want to buy 4 bundles in because you will say how back at the end of the month. So the fact that our people are suggested to die, all those things, they are permanent in our society, and Sinoe is of no exception.
So, Mr. Manager, as one of the leaders of the county, how do you think? What's your recommendation, or what is your panacea to the propagation of tribal sentiments? Given the history of the country, we have this war and the tribal divide. How do you think we can mitigate the tribal politics in the county?
That it may not. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but I try to be real on the show. It may not be our generation. Because first, our generation have been indoctrinated. So by the time one person leave, one politician leave, this person that the politician is teaching right now, they already get a mindset in terms of the way the person led this place. So my point is, one morning God will just carry all of us and then they made new Sinoe. The new Sinoe will not know our 1990 war. The new Sinoe will not know who killed who. The new Sinoe will not. And I'm just saying it hurts to say that, but I'm saying it from my heart. This is my candid observation that it is not me.
That's a mixed picture. You're pitching though.
Because myself, the history that is being given, if you are not somebody who is kind-hearted to say, okay, let bygone be bygone. Let's move ahead with the county. Let's move ahead with progress. Until we can say in our hearts, those things will not move ahead, because every politician have their own people they're teaching. Those people, they are only standing by the time that person digress in strength. Then they're ready to replicate or imitate from those things that the person was doing. So I'm just saying, Sinoe can get better until we open our hearts to say these reconciliatory meetings that we having or those conferences that we initiated, they should be from our hearts. They all should be genuine ones. But on the survey, people pretend. You see a brother from the other side, you pretend. At the end of the day, even within the political institutions, people can call other people spies, but they are all policy. People can say, seeing the person is a crew person on the ticket and the Sapo people there, they will not vote for you. Sapo people can say the same thing. So my point I'm making is that we need to have a reconciliatory conferences all over the county. And I make it clear, those conferences, first, we should be clear-hearted. We should know that we are ready for peace. If not, even the day after the conference, somebody gets something to say about you. That is not the type of Sinoe we want to see, but I'm telling you, people who claiming to be political godfather, people who claiming to be political godmother in the country, in the county, everybody somewhere, somebody somewhere indoctrinating somebody. So when I say it is not our generation, it does not negate the fact that we can make progress. But I'm saying on the ground, those are feelings our people have. And then at the end of the day, just one small thing, somebody will start explaining about 1990. That man when you live in a community for over 5-6 years, happy day. By the time that 1990 Naruto come to him or her, it becomes difficult for you to move or to play checker together. So when I say maybe it may not be our generation, that's a perspective.
Okay. I don't want to cut you out. I think the chair lady been waiting for a while, you know, even though she has Obama gadget. But chair lady, do you have any question or comment, something to say to the manager?
Good morning, Corporate. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jess.
Good afternoon.
Manager.
Good afternoon. And good evening from my end.
Oh, good. Yeah, good morning. I just got to sleep late on Saturday. Yes, I'm sorry for the interruption. I didn't even know I just came and go on and let him talking. I had no idea. I can't ask questions. I'm so sorry. Like, I wanted to get off, but then I'm like, why are they talking? Manager, I've never heard why you say I'm sorry for the interruption. I wanted to come up from my own personal reason. I never heard anything you guys been saying. Then they kept calling my phone over and over. So I will let them come back on again for and GS.
All right.
Maybe I can play a little bit of music of my people. I want you guys to listen to a little bit of it. If you really can, let me know. I just got up from sleep and glanced and got in the car.
Okay.
I'm sorry for interrupting you guys.
Okay, all right, fine. I will send you a notification when you're ready. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye.
I'm okay.
Doc. Hello?
Oh, he lost?
Hello, Doc, you got to me?
It looks like the camera is off. Maybe he's... I don't see him. What happened to you with your Obama phone? With your Trump phone?
What I mean?
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, I'm not using Trump phone. I'm on the computer.
After everything was bread and butter in America.
Yeah, let me kick that woman out of the studio. She's not with us right now. All right, sorry. Yeah, it was a little mistake from my end here. Pressed the wrong button. That's why. All right. So, Mr. Manager, thank you for the deliberation. Our viewers, if you have question for the manager, you have a call there. If you are in the US, that's a US number. We'll have to.
I want to show, but I want to show. I'm doing something. I want to show on the phone.
All right, so if you have question for the manager, please call the number if you're in the US. Sorry, if you are not in the US, let me know. I can send you the link. You can also come on live. We'll try to get the number out there for people. I mean, a global number. That is what I mean. Also, guys, another way you can enjoy the show, you can watch us through YouTube. So all you have to do, go to Madison Freeman, and you will see us there. You can watch it on your BTV at home. You know, you can see my beautiful face, and you can also see the gorgeous face of my co-host. You know, so that's another way to enjoy the show. Go on YouTube, Madison Freeman, and you will see us there. Right now, we are live the same way we are live on Facebook. All right, so manager is back with his Obama phone.
No, Doc, sorry, there were a whole lot of calls coming, and that's why I make our managers.
Yeah, next time we'll do some work beyond the scene to kind of do not disturb, to put your phone do not disturb. That way, it will not bother the conversation.
Sure, it's important.
All right, so let go to Porleah. Any follow up on what the manager said so far?
I think he ready. I don't really have any follow up question. I just want to say when he was speaking, I know you guys were going back and forth about the married and non-married. Hopefully, I know in government, usually when people running campaigns, you have certain people that are working for the campaign and doing their best. However, after the campaign, it doesn't mean that all those people you have to give them job. And my only hope is in Sinoe and even in Porleah, my hope is whoever that are put into these positions, whether they were part of the campaign or not, hopefully they are expertise in what they do, or they have the qualifications to do the job, and not people who we just put in there because he was a strong member of the campaign and he worked hard for the campaign. Because I mean, in Liberia and stuff, we've been seeing that a lot. Some people go there and they have no clue what to do. Even the president, there are some appointments that he made with some people, and a lot of people don't even think they should be there. But because they are seditious and they fought for the struggle, so they are there. And that's just the thing that you guys who managers who are hiring should be able to, have that balance. Let them be qualified, and then they can get whatever position. That's just my thing.
Thank you for your advice. I think they are all part of our scrutiny process, because as you look at it as a manager, to get productivity, you need people who will be effective and efficient on the work. So I mean, your advice is taken in, and I think in the wisdom of the president, in the wisdom of all of us as GM managers, those are considerations that are being placed.
Well, I just have one more question. I know you said this crew people, and I like how you executed the whole sapolization and crew and sapo thing. With you saying we shouldn't even be.
No way to put a lazation behind a crew too. I can enjoy it when you put it there.
Yeah, I like how you executed with saying that the way when you said we don't even want to say those things because we are all the same people, right?
Yeah.
So I like that part. However, I was kind of like surprised that you said the Sapo people, I mean the crew people were like 67, when you were counting the employees?
Yeah, now where they are 67.
They are 67 in number, and then the Sapo people are 33 in numbers.
Yeah, so, and the different people from all our counties are 17.
So I see a unbalanced number there, but I mean, I don't know why. It could be maybe the Sapo people, they are not like maybe they're not qualified, maybe they're not applying. I'm not sure, but I just feel a little bit of.
But let me make something unambiguous here. First, people are now being employed based on the tribe.
Right.
First thing first. And what I just said, if you have one set of Nima people who are qualified to do certain things, the fact that they are Liberian first, they are capable or eligible under our constitution to work in any part of Liberia. For experience, it is important to have people from their own area working so that they can build or improve the livelihood of the community in their own county. So when I enter the port, I met for the 3 person. Though for the 3 person, I did not put any land to ask them which dialect you speak or who over the friend. So that was not my concern. The fact that they are Liberian and they are Sinoe people, I work with all of them. In our employment, people are employed based on, competent. People are employed based on recommendation from highs up, and go up, you come down. Those are things that are happening. They are not new to some of you. Even you were grown up before living from here. Even if you were born there, you've been reading about Liberia. Those are normal routine. So the point I'm making is, B says, we're not asking people the data they speak before they are employed. The statistic came about when people started saying the port is a Sapo port. So there were now, as manager, I asked my deputies to give me the total and statistic in terms of who is who. So that was not my concern, because my concern is I'm from Liberia, by and large I'm from Sinoe. So every Sinoe person who is capable, who is important in terms of the type of profession and the type of area we think we can put them. My concern as manager is to make sure that those people are placed in those places. So in terms of the number, and what I said from the intro, sometimes it made me to feel bad, because when I go to the pool, everybody greet me as manager in English. Nobody come to me and speak that and say, oh, we come from the same place. So I see all of my people that are lead as the same. So to even say on the radio in the morning when I go to work, I will be there saying, oh, you talk about crew, you talk about Sapo, you talk about Drip, all of that. That is not my concern. So I just try to make it explicit that people are not employed based on, and you will not find an even number all over. Like I said, in our country, people are employed based on connection, people are employed based on struggle, people are employed based on, whatsoever means you think you can get employed. So as manager, I'm there to work with all those people, and my MD, who don't live in Sinoe, if he enter the pool and say all the women employed. So that presume on this.
All right, I think he froze into. While waiting for him to come back, Porleah, I'd like to take a quick commercial break here and listen to the manager's song.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Dag, are you got to me?
Finish your talk so we can go on quick break. Hello?
I'll say I cannot talk on a show. I kept rejecting your call. I'll call you back on a show on the phone.
Yeah.
You playing the music now?
Let's do the commercial quick.
We thank you. Alice is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. One is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. Alice is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. One is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. Mr. Noah, continue your good work. Come on, the work out and slow down your work.
But what a musician.
Mr. Noah, continue your good work. Come on, the work out and slow down your work. I want to see good things. I want to see good. They will try, but they lie. You working hard, Mr. Noah. When the baby got off face, it's time to put.
So if you're on the show, you're not giving us.
Bakuba working.
Son of Christ, I be your friend. That's our motto. Keep working. Motto for Sano. Together as one, Sano food will be more than what it is. Alice is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. One is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. Alice is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. One is qualified for the work it's doing. My dog, son, no put my dog. We are saying thank you. Your time says thank you. Mr. Noah, keep your focus. Alice Noah, don't be distracted. Honorable Abuto Yeman says thank you. Honorable Clayton says thank you. To our workers, keep your focus. People some no can don't be distracted. Honorable Matisata says thank you. Honorable Chris Quater says yeah, thank you. Mr. Noah, keep your focus. Alice Noah, don't be distracted. Keep your focus. But put the great don't be distracted. The men who are qualified. Keep your focus. And your bonaro.
All right, Bill Trawe, Junior Ball, Bakubwe, grandson. How you doing, sir? Welcome back to the show.
I'm good. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you. And your co not acting good to us. She enjoy yourself and no reference.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is the voice of Sinoe in the diaspora with Dark Side Porleah, Esoteric, and my co-host Porleah Cry is here with us. We are talking to the port manager of Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. So, Mr. Manager,
yeah,
I mean, were you saying something before you went off?
Yeah, so I was just concluding on the question that she was asking, or she asked, that we were not employing people and we don't intend employing people. We're asking them their dialectical connection, because we know nobody chose which dialect they should speak, but we're looking for competence and we're looking for the people who will do the work, and we're looking for equal opportunity for the people of Sinoe, and that's our leadership style that we've been manifesting since we took over.
Okay, excellent leadership model operandi. Let be words. So let's look at the general economic outlook of the county. I mean, put some things in perspective for us. How is it like? I mean, I know the port is one facet and that generates employment opportunity for the people, but overall, I mean, can you speak to the overall economic health of the county?
I think, Doc, we as a country first, before narrowing it down to Sinoe, there are issues, but in the midst of the issue, economic war, there are strive to making progress, and Sinoe is of no exception among the Bannon counties. But specifically, the fact that we have a port in the county, let me just give you an overview. I think to be fair enough with you and for our people, there are issues economically, our people going through adversity, financial insolvency, and I think all of those things are, attributed or maybe factors that are being imposed on our people based on the issue of not too many companies, the issue of not too many NGOs, the issue of the government just taking over, and you don't have that level of support that other government are in the past that would create that enabling environment for more work and all of that. Nevertheless, there are progress in terms of our people having a conviction that after the rain, there will be a storm. So, everybody is endeavoring to making sure that, while we are with good future for our county and our country, what can we do, all of us collectively as a country and people, so that we can maintain ourselves before when we get our opportunities by maybe road infrastructure, profuse institutions from the perspective of the companies and all of that, where will we be? So our people are making sure the government is trying their best. That the government is a bigger employer in the country, and I think Sinoe people who are employed, they one way or the other helping those who are not employed. Then when it comes to inflation, when it comes to getting goods of Sinoe and all of that, so as to be able in the midst of the insolvency, what can we do to deflate prices in the economy? There are people who using kennels. You have the BB kennel called the Fanti kennel in our Liberian way, and then you have the feeder craft. What we call the feeder craft is a summer boat that run between counties. So you have two that run Sinoe, Maryland, and Grand Bastard. Those are opportunities that are afforded to the business people to be able to get their goods from Monrovia, given a bad road condition, on a reasonable price, so as to be able to transcend it to our locals in terms of bringing the prices of goods down. So in the past, last drought or rainy season, that we used to buy 1 gallon of gas about $1,005 Liberian dollars, which are a little bit over $11 to $12. In this rain season this year, because of the visibility of those feeder craft and the Fanti kennel, you have gas remaining 800, 750 in the county. You have fuel oil remaining 700, 650 in the county. You have Becquerel having a stable price. Before, sometimes you have the red fluctuating from 5,000, 4,005, but because of those opportunities that the government is trying to make sure that all of the post city make you of the post, you have those things, the prices are stable. Diaspora, how do you get money is an issue, but you have some stable market in terms of what you want to purchase. So on the overall, we have issues in terms of getting the money, but equally so, you don't have that hack in prices where people usually create the artificial and hacking the prices, given that the road is buying was the only medium through which people used to carry their goods to Sinoe. Now, if you want to sell a gallon of gas, 1,000, we're telling you the gas came with kennel, right? That you pay little or nothing to get it to Sinoe. So how can you sell it $1,000? So the business people, our local people, everybody is cooperating, and we have some stable market. But I'm not saying if you enter Sinoe, you will find money in everybody's pocket. But those who are working too, the way the money flows in the economy, everybody in America, 100% may not where you have some people, who depends on maybe government. You have some people who, are retired. So the money flow from sales crowd pocket to me based on our relationship, and by extension, I transcend it by helping somebody too. So you have those people who working, helping their family, and you have other NGOs and other governmental institutions that are making sure to incorporate our people. But everybody will not work. There are people who are making business, and those businesses are employing other young people and elderly folks. So gradually, I'm not saying everything is bread and butter. And thank God, I've seen people watching from Greenville, and we get people calling in. I will not come to say Sinoe is a party that, I mean, there are issues, but in the midst of those issues, there are progress being made. And holistically, Doc, we have a competing priority as a country. And this government, this country is 173 years. If you were to omit our 3 years of stay in power, you have 170 years probably. So instantaneously, those problems will not be eradicated. It will be a gradual process, but we have headed there.
Okay, well said, well said. Porleah, any comments, any remarks?
No, I think he did good. You know.
So I just want to do a little follow up on the because you were talking about how goose are getting to the county. You have those cannons going back and forth and stuff to that. But I know you talk about the government has a lot of priorities and they are under constraint and all of that financially. But is there any effort being made with respect to at least rehabilitating the roads so that
yes, if you say the road, Doc, and then like I said again, there are certain things I can say here and there are certain things I cannot say. Government is a big institution. You will not want to usurp somebody's function. We have different functions. I will speak strictly when you have to do with the road, then you have public work connection, you have the government spokesperson connection. But I know one of the pillars that the government prioritizes in his agenda is the issue of road infrastructure. So it's not hidden. That's something that everybody knows is one of the key pillars that the government is focusing on. So I know there are progress in Monrovia. If you were to your old place you were living in Banaville, you have a whole lot of roads that you can think about in the morning to get to Monrovia. And you know, in a city, before you were only having Banaville Junction and using the Somalia Drive Road. Now you can pass Corwell. So I'm just trying to summarize. There are many progress being made in the road or infrastructure sector, but again, I will not speak to that in depth because that is not my area. But I can tell you that the fact that I'm controlling port, our people are doing well in terms of stable prices in the country, and we trying to make sure. Are they okay? No. Can we make progress? Yes. How can we do it? One day? No. Can we do it gradually to have meeting with those people who are the feeder crowds and the kingdom to make sure that the prices are very, very low for our people who don't have the capacity financially to purchase? Yes, those are discussions that we can carry on, and those are discussions as managers and county leaders that we've been having with people who have, because it should be a private partnership. They may have a kingdom, he paying taxes to government. He has a board paying taxes to government. So you will not want to be draconian in taking some actions that you want to take. It will be a win-win situation that all of us will have a fair share in all of the inputs and how we make our businesses work.
All right. So thank you, Mr. Manager. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're following the show, again, you can follow us on YouTube as well. Madison Freeman, just go on YouTube and look for Madison Freeman. We are right there live. You can also follow on Facebook as you are doing right now. If you have comments or you have something, if you want to come live to interact with the manager, let me know. I can share the link with you. Or if you like, I'll put the number out there again. If you have something to say, you can use the telephone as well to call and talk to the manager. All right. So this is the platform where we bring the leaders to the people so that they can talk to you. So, Porleah, we want to switch gear, Mr. Manager. I want you to opine on, if any, on the challenges with which the port is grappling. You know, if any now.
Okay. First, there are prospects since the good signs that we have seen from this virus. There are a whole lot of prospects in our port operation. there are a whole lot of cause of intent being expressed to us by institutions that want to work with the port. So we envisage a better Sinoe port with the instrumentality of the managing director and the way he wants to see all of our ports in the country, and with our own efforts. I can assure you that you having companies now expressing interest in terms of bidding their jetties and all of that in the port. Jetties are those fuel storage areas that are being built. So when you build those fuel storage areas, they will all help to be able during rain season to supply the southeast, to even make our people, instead of coming to Monrovia to come buy fuel and gas, they will just drive to the port and buy it on a minimum price that they can go and sell it retail to our people. So there are a whole lot of profound discussions with investors who have an interest. The challenges we face with, but it's not unique to our port. You know that the issue of port dredging is a problem. So, I mean, the last time when you have the scarcity of fuel or in gas and all of that in Liberia, it was because the MPA were working on the Monrovia port. Now the managing director is thinking about going to the Buchanan port, subsequently Sinoe port, and by extension Maryland port. So, but like I just gave you the administrative structure and the way we have arranged, right, financially. So that's how, I mean, operations are executed as well. So yes, we are hopeful to see prospects in terms of dredging our port in the next 1 or 2 years.
Yeah,
but again,
I think it's a port language you use. What do you mean by dredging? What is that?
Right.
Okay, it's where you go and take a diet. You know, after a certain time, the same diet, maybe you don't diet that is in the sea, it will come to the pier. Then you get clogged. Like for example, I mean, let's say we have our pools, right, where the water runs, and then when it is raining, you get a sand going in the pool. At a certain point, you get clogged, right?
Okay.
So you go and clean it, so as to be able to get the water and flowing correctly. But what it does to the port in the port industry, if you don't take those diet from there, it makes the vessel not to take the capacity. Then, for example, our port is being established or being faced on a maybe 18,000 cubic meter or law, meaning that's the type of tonnage it's supposed to take. So after 8 to 9 years or 7 to 6 years, if you don't dredge the pier, the depth of that something, the sand will be more there, and you need to dredge it to be able to get the vessel comfortable, so as to be able to take the real weight of the depth. So now our pole, the depth of our pole, or the how deep it is, let me put it that way. Right. Yes, how deep it is 8.5 low tide. Let's say high tide 7.5 low tide. What does that mean to us is, it will not take, if you were to take 100 bags of rest, you will not put 100 bags in that vessel, because the depth that went in the pier or on the breathing space are taking some space. So if you do that, then you will have the shape sink. That's a sign. So that's the dredging part there, where it comes in to make sure that it still maintain the 8.5 or 9 feet deep into the sea. That's what we call dredging the pier, to move the depth from there in your common sense, and then make sure that the place is always clean to maintain.
Man, you guys just clean the play. You just clean the play, but I just all the jargons.
No, but go ahead. Yeah. Every school author has their own jargon. I'm a student in administration. If I'm telling you the sequential arrangement and administrative structure, those are words that are being placed in our own school of thought. So if you leave your area and go to the generalist area, then you say reportage. So if you need to banner your reportage, that's just the story you're talking about, but you say reportage. So the person who does generally, they will not know why you call reportage. So I mean, you get your part of area as well.
I understand what you're saying, Mr. Manager, but you know where you're talking to people right now, they are not in the port industry.
No, but we're doing it a day, dog. That's why you gave me the chance to lele basic, speak the jargon that Susie, and then lower it down for our people to understand.
Perfect. That's good. That's good. All right, Porleah, any thought?
Yeah,
feedback from your end too.
You hearing feedback from my end?
No, it's good.
Feedback from my end?
It's good. No, I'll get the feedback, right? It's good now.
Sorry, I'm in a car and I'm using the air conditioner. So if there's anything, you let me know, then I can lower it.
No, your sound is good. You're good.
Good. I think now the conflict your co-hosts were eating. I was giving a sound. She meet us.
That's good observation. I didn't see it. I didn't know that.
I spy her. Yeah, so dark. In that regard, there are many plans, and I know it may interest you to know that even there is a company called a Putu IRO that is thinking about facing a grand jury to Sinoe role if everything is being consummated from the legal side in terms of the lower house and the upper house. You having all the opportunities coming to the poor. Why it does, it creates job opportunity for our people, and it creates that in every environment that our local economy is being capacitated financially. Because the more you get more people working, more especially from the place, the more the money circulate in the local economy. So it will help so that our people will not be depending on the mobile money and money grant from the state. It will help all of us, including you. You know how many persons on a monthly basis that you can send hand to. Things are not easy. Things are not bread and butter. Are we the one that brought it? Probably no. Are we facing it? Yes. Could we do it better? Yes. How can we do it better? Will it be one day? No. Could you give up people hope that collectively all of us work together to make it better? Yes. And that's what we have headed.
Okay. So, but Mr. Bannon, is there a possibility? Do you guys have a plan with respect to expanding the port? Because I think doing so also creates jobs opportunity for the people.
So there where I was going. You have what we call the breathing spaces. There are proposed breathing spaces or parking area in a local term. Those places that the vessels will park, right? Mm-hmm. So you have two there that we need to develop. What will happen when the MPA send me to the port of Tacoma in Washington State, or port sometimes can host over 10 to 15, 20, 30 vessels as one. But if you were to go to many of our ports, you only hold one vessel at a time. So in fact, if two vessels are in line, one got to be at the anchorage. The anchorage is where we'll be looking at the vessel and we'll tell you wait until the other vessel leaves. That which in many cases it puts the buyer or the shipper into more expensive with the vessel owner, because each day it stays there, you got to pay for it. So it is incumbent upon us to create tool that in every environment for our customers, that we have 2 to 3, 4 different options, that when 4 vessels arrive in the port of Greenville, they all are capable of parking. So these are all discussions that are on our way. Letters are reaching to a level now that they will soon be consummated for the expansion of the breathing spaces. Manonda, I just told you there are companies that are expressing intent in terms of getting land space in a port to make sure that businesses are carrying out infrastructure. So if those infrastructure development has done, it helps to expand the port. That's how ports are expanded, because the land is there, it's a space. If nobody is on it, it's bringing nothing to us. So our curiosity is to make sure that that land remains valuable by giving it to people in terms of generating revenue that will impact the lives of our people. And to do it, that, like I said, they are all gradual processes. They will not be things that will happen after the 170 years. They're not happening. Will not just happen in one day. It's a gradual process. We will get there. But there are prospects, I can say to you, as a son of Sinoe, who is the head of the port, that there are prospects for Sinoe Port.
Okay. Thank you. I just the Liberia. I mean, I've been hearing the future term will for a long time since I've started knowing myself. So hopefully, I will graduate from will forever.
Why you need to do is to recommend to people who facing both so they can omit it. When they omit it, then it will not be used. But here, of course, it is being placed there. It will be used.
You're going to use it as a pretext to make your case. All right, okay, Mr. Manager, you've been on for a while. Let's deal with the last one here. I wanted to do it on at least maximum 1 hour, 30 minutes, but you've been on for a while. And so
we can go ahead because you have some outlining issues that you have not taught.
Yeah, that's all.
Nothing doing. I say you want to go push your 8 hours.
No, I'm not pushing 8 hours today and tomorrow.
You off today, good.
Yeah.
I see your co-host rushing small. She got something to do.
No, I engaged her from the beginning. She said today she has nothing on the agenda. Basically,
fantastic.
To stay home and get some conflicts and stuff like that. Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So another issue here, Mr. Noah, that I want to look at here is the issue of our senator in the county, Senator Milton Tierji. I don't hear other leaders' name in the county pursuing you, but we have been hearing about the senator after you to remove you from the port. I want to know what is going on. What is going on between you and the manager or the senator of our county?
First thing for me, I see it inconsequential for us to talk about.
It's inconsequential, you said?
Yes, to talk about him on our show because we're discussing progress and we're discussing development for the county. Now,
but if somebody wants to impede somebody who will go ahead, sir.
Doug, let me expatiate. If you give me the chance, you will be able to get the rudiment of my thought.
All right.
So when I say it's inconsequential, we're discussing future development. We're discussing how we can move the county forward. You cannot be discussing somebody who want to hold the county hostage, and then you embed it with projections that have future for the county. First, there is no way that anybody can be divulged from Sinoe, whether elected or not. Every one of us from Sinoe, and we remain in Sinoe. But what is important is we all go and Sinoe will remain. So if you look at the both, then Sinoe is the most important and precious thing that God has given us, all of us, to cherish for the time we will be here. So if you have somebody who wants to see the county being down, that, like you said before asking the question, you have 5 lawmakers. And the 5 lawmakers, you have 4 persons together. You have 1 person together. It speaks volume. It tells you something secretly, if not publicly, individually, all of us. Let's retrospect on it and interchangeably let answer the question together. So my point is, I cannot come from Sinoe and be fighting Dark, who come from Sinoe and try to develop Sinoe. You were one of the talk show hosts who played the senator talk show he had at ELBC when you went on a national radio telling the Liberian people that the poor manager who have one of the key positions in this government is undermining the government and is planning to join people who are disenchanted to protest. First,
what precipitated that? I want to know.
First, hate. Second, greed. Third, wanting to be the only person. 4, seeing yourself as father of the county. 5, wanting to bring Sinoe down. You should be the only person. So without you, there should be no Sinoe. But again,
why would somebody who the people elected wants to bring the county down? Why he want to do that?
Doug, why you on your talk show, you and your co-host can talk?
We can talk? What do you mean?
Rhetorically.
rhetorical question. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Right? why you can't talk? There should be your issue. If you can't talk, then there should be your issue. So if those issues are not important to develop this video, stereo, then you should divulge. Nobody should be pretending to each other. The point I try to make is, first, let's leave me as poor manager. Just take me out. I'm a semi-government official and semi-private setup person. Because mind you, the MPAs are autonomous agency, but managed, or maybe there are few heads that are being appointed by the government. So I am saying all of the elected officials and Senator TJ cannot see eye to eye and they cannot speak. Locally, he and the superintendent and other local officials cannot speak people in a local leadership structure. So it's not about me. That's why I said, for me, I just wanted to be issue-based. But the fact that you brought it on, I would just say maybe Senator TJ hate me. And he hate me because many times he said to people, the sample people should wash that ball. That little boy, they should wash it, and you get.
Mr. Manager, what did you do to him for which he hates you?
Maybe I handsome and the senator feel. I mean, one day I will contest as senator. I'm just amassing because I mean, personally, we don't have that beef like that. And job-wise, we're not fighting over the same job. Developmental-wise, you and myself developing Sinoe. In fact, if you went to Sinoe, you and me calling on now at my area. If you go to some leaders' houses, since the in Monrovia calling will not be on. The issue of developing the county is not about you, it's about the county and the people that benefits from the development. So the point I'm making is the senator should be happy as a senator who wants to see Sinoe develop. You having young people with a mindset that this is our county. First thing first, anything we want to do, let's do it here. So if you complaining all over telling people, oh, you see, they put manager how a fan, they put manager pay how those are petty things. They are triviality. We talk about the substantive, and the substantive issue are seeing Sinoe develop, fighting generally for development to go to Sinoe, using our energy and our intellectual ability to fight nationally and carry development to Sinoe. But if you want to contest your life, your personal greed with the generality of our people and the county, then we'll see it as anti-development. So yes, you see me now, every song you hear about me, you see all the other lawmakers needs another. Because even the same Bauer said it, sorry, that I hope we don't go into that because many you want to talk about Bauer that the time you can make for. The Bauer said it. The finger that is giving you hard time call it. The senator not lacking because you are created by God, but not for so lacking for us to develop Sinoe together. But again, as a young man that with all of the sensitivity treatment the senator had given me, with all of the vocal languages and all of those things he said about me, I said, okay, you know what? My upbringing will not make me to go the way the senator is going. And that's why when I'm recording coma, oh, you yourself, you were asking me, some people were defending, oh, that you think I should be sorry for the expression, I'm on that before you see the recording in my phone. I'm sorry for the expression. So somebody telling me you carry yourself to the slaughter hall, you will die, I will do this for you, then I keep it. Then by the time it happens, you'll go play with my phone and see, oh, they may have information. So those information were paid for. They came to me, I decided to, the reason I did that, I want to hold the senator to a feet. I want people to know that the senator is threatening my life and honor our jurisprudence. Oh, sorry, that not your area. Honor the law, the Liberian law. Yes, sorry, Doc. I'm a student of administration, so we are some level.
Yeah, I did philosophy of law. Go ahead. Yeah. So honor our law.
Sometime, what is not permissible under the law is where you and myself were having friendly interactions, and then uncover or discreetly, I will go and record you. But now where you threatening me, okay, so that presume now that somebody is raping a beautiful lady, that lady was on the phone with somebody, but the string of that man is not matching with her stream, but she crying and her phone is all she knows is all recording. If that man goes to court and say, "Oh, I did not do it," the woman will be jumping for it. I to say she don't have anything to show. So at the end of the day, okay, officer, and the man say he did not do it. You have to listen to the recording. The woman is doing that to vindicate herself or to adduce evidence on the law. So you will not say, "Why you recall the man when you are raping you?" So somebody telling me, "I will kill you. You carry yourself to the slaughter hall. Anything that happened to you, yourself, look for it." Then somebody somewhere telling me that, "Oh, why you made the people to know?" I should be bereft.
I want to do a follow-up. I want to do a follow-up. Porleah, go ahead.
I just have one question because as you were talking, I heard you say the senator is having problem with a house that you build. Like, oh, look at the man's house. Look at it's fine.
Oh yeah, many times we went to our bosses. My boss is passing on it and say the man built a house. The house the senator cannot get it. So many times people see him as somebody. The first question somebody asking senator, why did he build it? He saying Sinoe, where did he come from? Oh, he came from between Sinoe and Grand Nigeria. Could we imagine? So when you see or senator,
was it after you became the manager or before then?
Yeah, after I became the manager. But listen, I've been working before becoming manager. But this is part of the responsible leadership we're talking about. You now knowing you on a platform. One day you will visit Sinoe, you will visit Liberia. The father I'm from Sinoe, and I having a position there, you expect me to do something to develop Sinoe. So yes, with my meager resources, I even don't have house in Monrovia, but I prioritize Sinoe because that's my native home. So if I went and took loan to build a house, that which is legal, anyway, if you are working, you dare to take car loan, you dare to take different loan that you want to. So somebody will not say, "Oh, because you can get that, you can get employed one day and take 5-year loan." I'm not lying. You can do that based on what you're making, and then the type of job you have. So yes, when I took over in 2018, in 7 months, I arranged for my loan and I took a loan to build a house. Now I build a house to make sure that Sinoe is developed and Sinoe people are proud. Then you have the senator telling people they may not make 1 year a build house. But I call it triviality because the same people you go in talk to, they all have horses and they know that you got to get a house if you're working in your country.
I mean, I think I asked another question. She asked,
so what I was going to ask you, I mean, I know Milton Church, I've heard a lot about him, and I wouldn't be the one. I mean, I don't think he should, be the one saying that. I mean, don't throw rock. They put say if you have glass house, don't throw stone. But could it be he's accusing of corruption? Is it people of Sinoe know that this house you built was a loan? I mean, we're hearing it now on this platform, but is it something that they are aware of, or maybe they're not aware? Like
first and foremost, the senator had no moral backing to even accuse me of corruption. He far away from it. You know, one who come with clean hand, let's say equity should come with clean hand. The senator has been involved in a whole lot of things that we not want to. And this is why I just answering this question because I want you guys to, get the understanding. But I really decided not to talk about anybody and be issue based. Now, I don't have to tell the whole Liberia that I'm building house. It is my personal business. The institution that I work with, they have auditors. I get my bosses who know how much they pay me, and if what I'm doing is above what I'm making a salary, then you have a question, right? Even Mananda, you can be making $5 and have an overseas support. You agree with me? There are different income. There are different, sources of your income that you will not go explain to the public. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just laying the basis that yes, given what I'm making as sport manager, it was out of curiosity and knowing that with the big mouth I have and the friends that I have, I should be comfortable in my little village that one Nigerian man. Then when you come to Liberia and you're talking, the man who begging be more that in a one room here. So yes, I did that because I wanted to have navigated the other local leaders that this is how when you are leading or you are working in your own county, this is what you need to do. So I did it with my clear heart and I did it with transparency. I'm a young man. You think I'm going to be overly drunk to do something that will have the honor managed spirit of my own integrity? That is not the type of young person I am. First, I have held 3 major key positions in our county. I serve as Deputy GSA Director, I serve as Logistics Manager, and I'm the only student leader who served 3 key positions in the student community: Financial Secretary for the conglomeration of all the university, Secretary for, let's say, President for the year, and President for my chapter. I got appointed 2 weeks when I graduated, and the students were singing, telling the president, "Thank you." I'm just laying the basis that these are integrity mindset that we bring to our leadership, and this is not the first place. First, who questioned when I was working with the NGO, the first house I built in Sinoe. So when I got a job, I said this job is bigger than what I did before, so I'm doing bigger things, and that's what I did. And I hope no apology for doing that.
I want you to be succinct so that we'll be able to cover a lot of stuff. So let me, sorry for the interruption, but I want to do a follow-up. You just pick on what you said with respect to your biblical quotation. When you think of battle seal, you should cut it off. From what I got from what you said, it seems to be Senator Teje is a problem in the county. Are you insinuating that to call him up?
I mean, that one, yeah, that's one. And I would not conclude for the whole county. I'm saying for me, you know, you can remember and you cover one story when I took the Liberian Senate to court based on alleged allegation from Senator Teje and I won a case. You can remember in 2016, I had the same Ellis Noah. Senator Teje have been beyond me for times. Even in the student community when I'm contesting, but you know when these leaders doing it to you, then they now go check behind you. They know you got a brighter future, so they want to suppress it. But you know when you really bow every night and you praying to God, when people fighting you, they don't get you that, and that's what I've been, and you know, carrying me through. So the point I'm making is, I would not suggest for the Sinoe people. I know every devil has their own follower. Senator Teje have been good to some people. He been bad to some people. Even I who's standing before you or talking before you, I'm not good to all the people in Sinoe. I have people who say, sometimes when I'm passing, I don't speak. I have people who say, sometimes, I mean, I can keep my hair bushy. I mean, different opinion people get about leaders. And that's a view about you. So the point I'm making is, Senator Teje, if we want Sinoe to be developed, it needs to be removed in 2023. That's the only way. That nobody needs to call rocket scientist to be able to tell you that. When Senator Nyipan was Senator Teje was superintendent, every time they were making flour until he succeeded. When he and Romeo Quia, who were working together as development superintendent and superintendent respectively, by the time he became senator, the first person that they should remove from Sinoe was Romeo Quia.
But the guys are bodies now.
I would not want to go into the nitty-gritty of that. I'm just giving the historical backing of what I'm saying to back it up. So today, from the inception, you see the relationship between the late Nambeslaw and Representative Duncan. In less than 1 year time, it has been blemished. So it's not about me. It's about almost every leader. The superintendent and the senator can see eye to eye. So you think I'm only one person, everybody not there?
Can you vouch to us now that 2023 you are robustly, or you are going to robustly campaign against the senator? That's what you are saying. First
thing first, I came from an institution, and the mandate of the institution is what we implement, and we make sure in actions, not word. We make sure that the party candidate in 2023 will remove Senator Teje. And one of the reasons when the senator called me and say, "How you and your donkey?" And donkey wanted my job. How you and your donkey? I did not carry donkey to Sinoe. Senator Teje was the one who carried donkey to Sinoe as campaign chairperson when they removed Jefferson Camo. So what now the woman you carry to Sinoe and you left her, another man marry her and you get it there with the man. I love donkey, so donkey with me now. You you carry donkey there. So why you getting fair with me? Oh, the woman got to get man, and so you carry the woman and you left her, another man marry her and you getting fair with the man who married her. That was not my business. You're departed. That just being a person logic that I'm pushing down.
Okay, so Mr. Manager, before we segue, we'll go to the next topic here. I quickly want to do a follow-up on something you said. You said the leaders, including yourself, Sinoe County, you guys, your residents, wherever you live, you have power there. Can we say the same about the people? If so, what effort is being made for everybody to be covered or to be covered?
Yeah, Doc. Like I said, from all of the tapping in that we've been doing, everything that I say, I always talk about the people. There is no way I can be a manager if the people who lives in the environment, they are not happy. There is no way I can get my leg on, right? If my neighbor horse is dark. So, I mean, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just speaking from my own broader perspective as to how leadership works. So if all of us have that same mindset in terms of looking at the various styles of leadership, then we can make sure our people are fatter. But mind you, you will carry the cow to the water side, you will not force it to drink. You will try your best for other people to be fatter. Those people will even be the people who will not want to. So the point is, even in heaven, I think there are fundamental issues. That's why sometimes you see some people bright. That's why some people get nanny. So everything will not be the same, even our fingers. So there will be people. There will be people in the society. If everybody will be in our studio, then nobody will be able to wash your car. If everybody will be managers, then nobody will be able to serve you. But in the midst of that, what you need to do while you eating greens, that person who is not manager should be able to get a lip and butter. So that in every environment, that's the environment that I want to be created. That's my point.
Okay, so but what I mean, again, I try to maybe I miss it. What are you guys doing when you are sleeping on air conditioned edifices? And the people, you are the leader for the people. I'm not only specifically referring to you, but you say all the leaders in the county, they have electricity in their houses. But the people they are leading, the people they are leading.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I'm saying, and that reference was going to the senator. I said we as a leaders, when we can afford, it should be transcended to the people. So let's presume that all of our lives in our home. The community within which your area is situated, there should be some impact in a life, either by seeing your labor facing a road or labor facing your neighbor house or something. So when all of us can help our neighbors first, it will help in reducing the burden on the national government. And that's what I try to portray when I give that example. So yeah, let's presume that all of us get lives. In America, Dad, what are you doing? See, you on air condition. It's not about being in power. When I was coming these few days, because you know you have a responsibility to Sinoe, you are able to purchase some equipment for the radio station. That's your contribution as individual who come from Sinoe and who feel that our people in Sinoe deserve all of those better things that you're getting there. So the point is, how many of you in America who will do that to the people? So collectively, we all have a responsibility, and that responsibility should be demonstrated by actions. It should not be only when it is bad, then everybody on Facebook is talking. Everybody will not be government officials to be able to have a responsibility to the community. But we have the larger part because we are being paid by the taxpayer money. So our responsibility is different from the way you dark if you want to help, the way you will do it. So my point is, we all have a responsibility to our society and our people, but equally so, the government have the greater one. So we who are opportune should be able to impact the lives of people who are connected to us directly or indirectly, so that the burden on the national government can be reduced.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So
you're welcome.
Yeah. So I'm still not okay though.
Are you incommunicado or something?
No, this is why I want to proffer to you. You are one of the leaders in the county, and so is Senator Tiaje. I think you, from the onset of our discussion, you were talking about when we talk about the sapolization, the crewization of the port, and you said, ask you a question: how can we get rid of the
depolarization?
Okay, let me finish my thought. So, how can we get rid of these various types of division in the county? And you proposed that we should have some sort of reconciliation forum, which I think is sagacious. But now my concern is, how can you reconcile with Senator? Is there a possibility that you and Senator Tiaje can reconcile?
Doug,
yes, sir.
Is there a possibility that you have Senator Tiaje one day on a show to reconcile with your station?
We are making effort to reach him.
You will never appear. Never belongs to God, but you will never appear because you have been pointing out those ills in society and those ones that are surrounding him. That's the type of person he is. So for me as a young person, and I keep regurgitating this, I will not want to be the one who will be too hard to reach. I would not want to be the one who people see adamant. I would not want to be the one who people see now waiting to see Sinoe moving forward. Even tonight, if the same way you had a chair lady on the line, if you were to post Senator Tiaje on the line, I will speak to him, but I pray he answer me. He will not do that. So we are not the problem. I'm saying we are talking about all the other leaders. There is no leader who, when Senator Tiaje entered Greenville, that can go to him. He's in confusion with everybody for some reason. And the reason is God made mistake by sending us in Sinoe. He alone should be there. So then you should get one video that he will just be in. But then the fact that he's not comfortable with us being leaders too in the county, then it becomes difficult to work together. So me as a young person, I'm willing to reconcile, but those reconciliatory programs should not be something that is on the surface. It should be something from our hearts. And then whenever we vent.
All right, I think Porleah, there's a technical. Okay.
We should do away with those parts, because if we bring those things that happen in the past, in the present, then it becomes difficult to reconcile.
Okay. All right. So, Porleah, any thoughts so we can transition to another thing?
No, I think I'm good on that.
Okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So, Mr. Manager,
I mean, your co-host enjoying me. As I'm speaking, I see her shaking her head. She's enjoying the topic. Go ahead.
You're nodding your head, so that's a sound. That's a sound. The man gets shook in your mouth. What are you doing? Like, bro. All right, so Mr. Manager, as you wind down here, must say I've been following your activities in the county. Are you there? Hello. All right, I think there's a glitch over there. Are you there?
I'm here. I think there is some problem from your end, but it's better now.
Oh yeah, problem. I think you were frozen.
I'm okay now.
All right, good, excellent. So, as I was saying, I follow your activities in the county. I follow the posting on Facebook and stuff like that. It seems to be, from what I discover, you have a pretty good relationship. But I think with the people, but I think yourself, you have to speak to that. I saw you went to a lot of functions and you made a lot of donations. But I want you to speak to that. You know, I mean, the people say the water from the person's mouth is cooler than another person. So I just want you to speak to your relationship to the people in the county.
Doug, sometimes whenever our personal contribution based on the blessings that God have given us, sometimes we don't want to publicize it. But then again, we have a country that only look out for the bad. The good ones will not be appreciated. When I talk over that, and I say it on this radio, there is no county official local county officials who have donated to churches, who have donated to student organizations.
Keep going. I just want to say something quick. Yeah.
Who have donated to our local hospital, who have donated to all of the sectors of our county. I did that because it is through you that another person can be blessed. And if we say we are the leaders for the people, it should not just be by loud talks. It should be manifested in our actions and deeds. So whenever most of the donations you see me doing, they are all contingent upon my monthly earning. When I promise you that, I give you either the 25th, the 26th, the 27th, because that's how I plan myself. And the reason I'm doing that, I'm not want to be seen as the only person who people should be following beyond and see as a light for Sinoe. I want many lights to shine in the county. So I try my best that people are impacted. Just a few days ago, that as you've been following, in Amash, I remain poll manager for Sinoe Poll Voice of Sinoe will be receiving $10,000 every month. Even $50 from my salary every month. I did that because the Voice of Sinoe Community Radio, it is important for the information dissemination to our people. So it was one of my key prayers that at this level, at this point, given that they are faced with issues, I will commit myself to pay $10,000 every month, and that started since September. You have our students' organizations and churches, that generators and things that we've been doing. The various communities, the adjacent communities to our pool. The adjacent communities to our pool. I'm always in those communities identifying with our people by giving things so that they can feel the impact of the poor. Through the support of the MPA, and personally, sometimes I go there to do some things at home manager. And the reason those things are happening that is to show to the people that if you have your own son working in their own county, there should be change in terms of comparing, like I say, that the other person when they came from Bapod, when they were poor manager here, there was no difference. But since our son came, we've been having these opportunities, this progress being made. And that's the way I feel offering our people things that I feel are important to the survivability and sustainable community development. They are all important and should be part of our responsibility. So yes, as a young person, I do my best to share what God is blessing me with. But I pray that if the opportunity is provided, there should be more enabling environment for all of our people. Mind you, everybody will not get a job, but we can create more jobs so that our people can enjoy their port and people enjoy their county. That's my thought on that.
All right, wonderful. Porleah, any thought? No, I'm trying to follow Porleah. Okay, all right, that's good, man. Myself, all right, the manager is out over there. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thanks for following the Voice of Sinoe. Your comments will be appreciated. If you have any talk, you want to say something to the manager, if you have questions, if you want to come live, let me know. I can send the link to you. If you are shy, you don't want people to see your beautiful face, let me know. I can also put a number out there for you, and you can ask a question, and the manager will answer your question. You can also follow us on YouTube. Just look for Madison Freeman, and you will see us right there as well. The manager is back. So those that are interested, if you want to call, just call that number, and I will bring you on. All right, so manager, thank you very much. As I was saying, I follow the activities closely in the county, and I think in the recent development as well. I think you're one of the few people that I know so far that usually back home, the politicians, they give money to people. But I saw you giving a good chunk of money to the Senator Augustine Chia to support his campaign, which I thought was a good move. And yeah, so continue the good job you're doing, guys. I really appreciate that.
Okay, Dad, thank you. And then that part, that we try to change the whole politicking in our country and the way people mindset on politicians. This is why sometimes we have these perpetual suffering, and in our country. First, in America and other developed countries, that which our country is not part of them, but we can do something to make sure that we imitate from those countries. People contribute, people read about that, follow that past history, and see that that can make a good representative, a good senator. In fact, maybe by maybe sending it to your district office, people do contribution even financially or in kind. So that when that shall have won that particular seat, that person will have a stake in terms of contribution on those platform items that they ran on. But our country is on a revert. Everything should be the politician. In fact, other people will say they are disenchanted, you should buy their vote. You buy their vote, you will go and credit from people, you will go and do a whole lot of things, mortgage your own property. By the time you win that position, it makes it difficult to look at the people for the first 4 to 5 years because you need to replenish those things that you took from people. So I am saying, as a young person, first, supporting people should not be on the basis that the person should be the one and giving you everything. Tell the person that you love them, tell them that you will support them with all your might. So yes, I think other people are thinking in that direction to follow suit. Like I said, every aspect in terms of my leadership, I want people to imitate, I want people to emulate, and I want people to say, when the young person was here, I think these are legacy issues that we can count on that he left. So yes, I donated 100,000 to the senator. First, the senator is our party senator. We just feel that it is unfair for somebody to stay one year, 9 months, or 2 years for them to be defeated. What it does in terms of comparing, measuring development or legacy of that person is unfair. To say 9 years, somebody you 7 years and you can perform magic in 2 years to do something. So we are saying, Senator Chie, that's part of the Sapo and crew thing we need to change it. People may say, why you not go beyond your own Sapo man? Other people saying they beyond the crew man to spy. Other people saying, and that's why I just said that the whole thing is just complicated. If you try to do your best, people try to say the other way that they think about it. So now the senator, if you went to the senator and say, oh, LA is not supporting you, I think you will be the last person that the senator will look at differently. Because if I can take 100,000 in the type of country,
is that 100,000 United States dollars or Liberian dollars?
What you saw? What you think?
I don't know. The country uses 2 currencies, so I don't know.
That's my man. And I reached a level of giving 100,000 USD. It's Liberian dollar. Okay, but gradually, Doc, maybe in our 50s, 60s, we'll get there. But Doc, so to speak, the senator will be looking at you. If Ellis can give me 100,000, if Ellis can publicly tell people that he for me, I'm not believing. We need to change the mindset of all of us. Sano is the only common denominator we have. So senator will not buy to that gossip that you want to carry to him. So that's the deeds we want to show. We don't just want to talk loud. The other people, we want to show actions, and those actions should be resounding ones that will make impact in the life of that person's process.
All right, so the only follow I want to do, so maybe a remark on what you said with respect to the people supporting the politician versus the politicians supporting the people. I think if the politicians want the people to contribute to their campaign, they should create the environment where the people will have employment. Once the people, because that's what the people donate to the politicians here, because the environment is created where the people are working, and so they have source of income to support whoever they want to support. And so you guys create that environment back home as well. Otherwise, the law will be on your back. Yes. Yeah,
but Doug, I said that from the inception. But again, to correlate what we're saying, I am saying Many times people vote on what they see in your hand in our country. They now vote you on what you can do or what they feel you have done in the past. Until we change that mindset and say, you know what? It's not about what the part of the country the person come from or the part of the country this person come from. What we need is the individual way power of the person in terms of progress for our community and our county. Until we change the status quo of the way we look at politics and the way our politicking is right now, we will still have these permanent problem in our society. But we need to change that.
I agree with you that mindset needs to be changed, because somebody may be poor or may not have the financial standing to come and buy the right for the city or to buy whatever. Good. Give everybody money, but we should be looking at their ability. And it's sad that not even in Sinoe alone, but in Morovia, everybody is looking for
everywhere.
You have to buy rest for them. You have to share this. You have to go take people from in buses from I don't know, Sinoe, bring them on the other side to vote on the other side, back and forth. And with people there are not looking at the person past and what they're capable of doing. If somebody was corrupting as a representative, so they're using that money, your own money, they use it and that's true. Then you're voting to be senator. Then he goes there, then he uses that money, and then you don't even give a second look at the other person who doesn't have money. How were you eating before this other person started to run? Like, come on, and even the politicians who can give money and things, they only give it just around election seasons. Like right after the election, they don't care about you. They're gone. And how you gonna be surviving? You're still going to survive.
The politicians just like devil, devil will not give you anything free. They will always want from you. So they will always give it during election nearing time, so that you can get a vote. They can get your vote, and when they get your vote, first what they do is.
All right, I think he's frozen over there. He's frozen.
Population, okay, we get 9 years. There's 9 years in the first 6 years. There's 9 years in the first 6 years. We now go to those people because the money I spent, I need to get it back. That's how the politics is looking at. So until we can see that we can hold you by what you can do or what you have done in the past, we still have this problem. But I think that's how it has been, and we need to change it. I really think it needs to be changed.
All right, Mr. Manager, that's wonderful. Glad to have you on again, guys. If you're just joining us, this is the voice of Sinoe in the diaspora with Doc Porleah, Esoteric, and Porleah Cry, or I should put it the other way around. The people say ladies before gentlemen, so we'll say Porleah Cry and Doc Porleah, Esoteric. All right, so we thank you for following us. So, Mr. Manager, let's wrap it up. We've been on for a while, and we have to go to your little daughter, grab my kids. They can't wait to get out of the house. And so I want you to speak to we have midterm election or whatever you want to call it back home is coming up.
Where are the comments, Doc? You want to go through the comments? No question.
Yeah, I look at the comments.
Maybe some people.
Yeah, they just the comments basically they're greeting, no question. And so the first one here is Otello Grisfield is saying, I'm watching from Boston, Massachusetts, USA. So maybe my co-host can read some of the comments too. But yeah. So you can go ahead.
Well, I can't even see the comments unless you. Oh, okay. GS, can I come on, please? Oh, somebody wants to come on.
No, that was. Oh,
that was okay.
Yeah, the next one there.
Yeah, so it's pretty much watching from Somalia Drive. So it's okay, somebody said you're doing your utmost best, so you should keep it up. Aber G Soapy or something said that.
Hello, who's this?
Good day. This is John. I'm calling from the National Data.
Sorry, guys. The people just calling for voter stuff. Yeah. All right, that's it. That's another person there. Let me see.
Oh, Dorita Shadaman saying hello, Alex. That's my auntie. Oh, she's watching.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you.
And then I think Shake It Tote say, good evening, Dr. Port Esoteric, and good evening to the Port Director of Greenville Port and the lady as well, following live from Greenville, Sinoe County. All right, so those are the comments so far. No question here for you. The poor, they love you. They think you are doing everything right, so they just following the show, enjoy the B words. And all right, so Mr. Manager, we want to wrap it up here. Let me go to the last segment here for. Let me get that comment down quickly, and we will get to the last one and call it a day. All right, so that's the last one there I want us to talk about. So, like I was talking about the midterm election is coming out in Sinoe or in Liberia as a whole, and we have a couple of candidates from Sinoe County. I think the Senator Chie position is up. District number 2, the late Nabislaws left a vacancy in electoral district number 2, and so we have this political agitation going on right now in Sinoe County. And so I just wanted you to put things in perspective for us with respect to the military and how are things in the county.
Yeah, Doc, first, constitutionally, Senator Chie position or former Senator Nambris, now in the Associate Justice position, graduated Senator Chie is ending it before December 8th. And then I can assure you, Senator Chie will be given a own fair share of the Sinoe People University, because we want to be comparing legacy, and you cannot compare him just for 2 years or get legacy comparison for 2 years. I think it's unfair. So first, luckily for him, or blessfully for him, he owned a party that is a ruling party ticket. We're going to do everything financially. We're going to support our party candidate. We're going to go from horse to horse, talk to our people. As far as we are concerned, the process is open to every Liberian. What makes anybody to win election is the ability to convincing people. So we have the political ability to talk to our people, and we have enough reasons that Senator Chie should have an unfair share in terms of leadership in Sinoe. For the late Honorable Slaw's position, first, I think it's unfair. It may not be the prerequisite to electing anybody from the place Honorable Nabislaws came from. But traditionally, I think the sons from outside who the people did their own selection, and they selected one person among them should be given the opportunity. And that one person is on something where we going to tell you December 9, Doc, or whether you on top of thing all the time. December 9, you will even be given a result from those places. The CDC candidate is going to win Sinoe. The CDC candidate going to win Sinoe. But sometimes when you be definitely there, then people think differently. They feel that something suspicious is going on. But the part is, I contested in 2011. And I can assure you that when I get in any politics again, I will not lose. The reason is, as being given that sensitivity treatment for our people, and I know the reason that led to my failure. So I've already, and I continue to work on them. So the point I try to make, our people get their own way of telling you, and you can remember who defeated you the other day, you coming by again, right? Did you work on those things? No. Oh, okay, see, you did not work on them, you're not sunny again. So you see Otero Nambe, you see other people flying all around when the people defeated them before, and they have now worked on those things that they were defeated for. Then those new people who have never tested the water or who have no political problem with our people, then they have the leverage to win the election. So yes, the two candidates for the CDC, they are best suited, and more, they are the finest candidate ever. And you know, in these
Mr. Manager,
elections,
quickly,
can't be somewhere.
I want you to give me a little specific here. Let's take your two candidates. Mr. Chi has been in office for a little bit, at least over a year. Can you give us some reasons why he should be given 9 years? What has he done for the people of Sinoe County?
Oh, Doug.
Yes, sir.
You know, I just one way or the other, I try to resent some questions, but then again, I will not want anybody to see them as a weakness. You know, Senator Chi, I can arrange for you. There are many things, many projects that Senator Chi have undertaken. Some have been dedicated to the people. Some are on construction. That which the projections are there in terms of what, when, and where, or how he can finish them before the election. But the point is, I'm not the official spokesperson. If you want to know chronologically things that he has done, then I may miss some of those things, and then it may put me into political precarious predicament. So what I'm saying in short is, I can do that arrangement. When we go campaign to our people, then we have a brochure on things that he has done. When I come on the radio to say something to you, I should be able to have something in my hand. I will not say, oh, you be horse in Canada, you be the one in this one. So the point is, Senator Chi have done many things in the county. They are visible. People from the county, they're watching. People from the county, they see us. But again, I'm not the official spokesperson for Senator Chi.
The word many is vague. Can you give one or two specifics, please?
Okay, he have a restroom or toilets in our Liberian English that will be dedicated in few weeks or few days in the major communities in Sinoe. He have done over 10 to 12 of them. He did some community some community palaver halls, community markets, and many things. But like I said, that I will just give you one or two. Like a day, they got a Friends of Cheer. We are executive on the party and official of the county. There are some things we now want to say at the end of the day. When you not consult, I did not consult anybody when I came here, because the main points that we came to discuss was the issue of the poor. And I think we owe our people explanation to give. But when it comes to what the senator have done, there are things that are visible, and I can really assure you that I will put you in line with somebody who is a spokesperson for the senator's campaign or the office, so that they can talk to you on many things.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he's my senator. I want to talk to my senator himself. You know, instead of going through Jesus to get to the Father. You know, I want to talk to the senator himself. All right, so
because you want part two injured to get a Father message or things that he has done. That's why I just.
all right, sir. All right, Mr. Manager, I want to say thank you so much for taking your time to join today. Porleah, any comments so we can wrap it up? Yeah,
no, I mean, it was fun having you. I really enjoy, you know, and you're very eloquent too. So yeah, good time listening.
So the manager give a closing thoughts, and we'll let you go. I guess somebody in the back room.
Yeah, Doc. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm overwhelmed. I think this will not take the long again for us to interact. I will make it my business after every 2 to 3 months to be able to give progress report on a report, because it is important. We are the people's servant, and I think it is our obligation to make sure that information that are important for their consumption are placed out there, and we'll make it our responsibility that the information are felt in a proper manner and form. Our people will know the day-to-day activity of their place called the Sinoe Pool. Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you for the opportunity. I enjoy the co-host. I think the next show we should be able to share water to each other so that we can get 2 hours strictly questioning and all of that. I see something that is intimidating, but it was a fun. I think interchangeably we had a nice talk, and I appreciate looking forward to having these discussions in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Manager, thanks a lot. That's Alex Sonneborn Noah, the pool manager of Sinoe County.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Enjoy yourself. I like your Gucci chair though. All right, let me bring Porleah, let me bring our chair lady here. She has something to say before we call you a day.
Absolutely. I like your background. How you try to make my background like that too in the future.
We'll talk. I'll bring you in studio.
How you doing?
No, but how you doing, chair lady? What's going on?
Where is the manager? I wanted him to stay on.
Well, he left already, yeah.
Oh, just I told him when I came on first, I said I wanted him to be on. It's all about my promoting the single project. I told him we discussed before, but yes, I told you, but yeah, you and your co-host, I can't believe you come on. You don't talk about my people.
No, but the reason is we have a special guest, and that's why. But tomorrow we have a show without guests. Even though I'm planning to bring somebody, but I'm not too sure whether the person will be available tomorrow. So exclusively, we'll talk about. We'll take a bullet point to talk about your project. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we should wait for tomorrow then to do a little sample. What do you think?
Yeah, give a little teaser. Yeah, give a little teaser. Let get something to salivate about tomorrow. As we look up for tomorrow.
Good. But yeah, tomorrow you guys, you should promote my people. It's serious. We got a launch day, and you should get ready. You guys should get ready.
I just
American Nice, get ready. We need to promote our people. They just from studio. We have to do something for them. So, yes, you want me to play a little tease?
Yeah, you should send it to studio. It will get a better quality. How you send it to me? But go ahead. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. Go ahead.
I'm not sending it out now. So let's try and see.
No, just to the studio now. Just to the studio.
That's that. You can hear him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
it's low. I can.
It's low, right?
Very low, yeah.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, that's good. I mean, put the last volume on in the car.
All right.
Yeah.
Hableo. Yeah, that's a good teaser. That's a pretty good teaser right there.
If we come on tomorrow, I want the president for Algeria chapter to get ready because they will be the ones launching it. Let's see.
So the way you do, you have to contact them, and so that they can come on the show tomorrow to do that. Okay. That would be great.
All right, Jess. Thank you, co-host. Yeah, thank you. I'm on the run.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for doing that. Yeah.
All right.
So guys, that's our chair lady, Delaware Valley chapter hard working. I'm kicking her out of the studio though. Boom. She's done. So that's our chair lady, Delaware Valley chapter, Marjanian Smith. She has been working hard to get the voices of our people out there too. And also she started this project and sent the people to studio, the traditional singers. For me, I'm fully Afrocentric, so anything that has to do with our people are fully supported. And so I will be playing these sunset and for you, but I want to say thanks to all those that contributed towards the project. And I understand the guys are about to go home, so we need little thing as well to transport them back home, so they can get back to their to their families and stuff like that. And so that's something we'll be reaching out to you, Porleah, cash app or, small $500, I will do it,
I like how you said small $500. I like that.
Yeah, small $500 would do it, so the guys can get back home to their families. They left home and they went to Morovia to get something new. Yeah, they get something musically for us, you know. So they got a lot of songs, you know. We're talking about the top-notch singers in the Sapo land. They got together. So you just imagine, you know, you got the best. You get a bunch of stars together and they put stuff together. And that's something similar like that, you know. So we got these guys we got it in studio, and I mean, just a little bit, the cheerleader give each other. I was dancing already, you know, already know I can dance. You know, I don't joke.
Yeah,
you know.
right. Yeah, right. You
say, yeah, right.
I thought it's a good initiative, though. I mean, just to help the people back there. You know, any way that anyone can assist our people back home is good. So I'm for that too.
Yeah, so let's see. That being said, guys, we want to say thanks a lot to our viewers and our followers. Thank you. Keep sharing the show when we come. That's something you have to do, please. You know, when you get on, share the show, because the reason is Porleah friends are not your friends. My friends are not your friends. So once you share, your friends will come on. They'll get, I mean, a lot of information from the Voice of Sinoe. Got substance here. If you want something, if you're out there, you have information to put out, reach out to us. We're going to help you to disseminate the information to the people. And also, there are a lot of things here that we can do for you, you know, pro bono as of now. You know, we got to help people out so that they can get information out there, a message, and stuff like that. All right, so Porleah, that's I got for now. If you have further thoughts while I get to my music here, where is my Obama phone gonna be acting out, you know? So yeah, the people do get a whole iPhone 25.
Yeah. I know, right?
Why is my stuff here? It's just loading and loading. It's kind of slow here. All right, so if we can get it, I got some music on the computer. I just had this song that I wanted to play from my phone here. But that being said, let me get to my music collage here, and we will call it a day. Thank you so much. Enjoy your Saturday, everybody. Have fun. Stay out of trouble. Make sure don't forget the COVID-19 is still out there. Do your hand washing and stuff like that. That being said, Porleah, enjoy yourself. Let's play Win Win from what's the Liberian star called again? The guy that sang Win Win, that D12, right?
Oh yeah, Born.
Yeah, so let's Born to Win. So let's listen to D12, and that's it. You will not see me until tomorrow.
D12 on the beat. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. Born to win. I say I was born to win. All I do was win, 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 win. All I do was win, 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 win. I say I jump over it. The whole you did by me, I jump over it. I say I jump over it. The whole you did by me, I jump over it. They will see it. I say they will, yeah. So you forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. You forced to let me. You not let me say you forced to let me. Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When Jehovah bless you, no man can curse you. When I can go away, eat you. And when I feed you, it will hurt. Oh, yeah.